I think it's less about getting at LeBron. I agree with you, but I think I think it's less about getting at LeBron and more about affirming his manhood.
That part too.
Like I can fight. Yeah, I did this. Oh, that video with me, boxing, my shoulder was out. Like it's a lot of that.
Yo, Joe, I have a question for you.
What's up?
I want to advance this real quick. You were one of the people that said to Stephen A.
Sometimes you have to figure out when to give up before things go out of control. Now, I believe that we have all learned not to discuss other people's children following Drake and Kendrick's feud from the previous year. It was essentially downhill for him after Drake brought up Kendrick's child. You must keep the spouses and children out of the conflict even if you are going to fight your fiercest enemy. Now, I won't tell lies. I felt a little let down by a few of you last week. Some of you were actually defending it in the comments last week when MackWop was answering Joe, and he included Joe's son, Trey, in the discussion. Yo, chicks, Joe's son is not a child, several others remarked. He is 24 years old. Yo, chicks, he made a valid point, commented another. His son is now an adult. Remove it. Joe ought to have been checked because he is acting carelessly. For a period. Finally, another person said, yo, I call cap. Joe Budden's son is not a child to start. The dude is 23 years old. Don't make me cry when his name is spoken. Joe Budden should cease his lame, deflattering attempts to disparage others who are actually working hard, selling out shows, and headlining festivals if he doesn't want those in his life who are attempting to become public personalities to be brought up out of the blue. Joe Budden never experienced die-level success and was unable to do so with his Achieving venture. Many people said, wait a minute, why is Joe Budden responding to these guys but not back to TDE after they watched him reply to the Native Land program? Joe typically retaliates when others attack him, particularly when it involves one of the most well-known artists of our time. During their discussion of LeBron James, and Stephen A. Smith was on the podcast last week. Joe made it abundantly clear that MWOAP and the TDE people had gone too far. Joe believed that his son should never have come up in a discussion that was genuinely unrelated to him.
I think it's less about getting at LeBron. I agree with you, but I think I think it's less about getting at LeBron and more about affirming his manhood.
That part too.
I can fight. Yeah, I did this. Oh, that video with me, boxing, my shoulder was out. Like it's a lot of that.
Yo, Joe, I have a question for you.
What's up?
I want to advance this real quick. You were one of the people that said to Stephen A., or said even to Mark, you don't feel that someone should comment on anyone's child. Yo, you should leave your son alone. After hearing Stephen A. speak on it, do you still stand on that belief?
Yeah.
Even if your son is a basketball player
we ain't spoke about another second-round pick since. Stop it.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion. You asked me my opinion.
I'm just wondering.
I'm not trying to argue it. But yes,
I got you. You stand on that. Even if he's a basketball player, even if it's our job to speak about sports and speak about how your son is playing and speak about his average and everything, you feel like if it's LeBron's son, you should exclude him. Don't speak on him.
Yes,
unless we're saying good things.
I was just going to say, if he's killing, speak on him then or no?
Oh, if he's killing, sure, go ahead.
That's what a problem.
And that's what I don't like. If either we're gonna talk about him or we're not, and I'm okay with being of the school that.
I don't think it was cool for the TDE niggas to mention my son or the pseudo TDE niggas to mention my son.
That's not
no matter what the fuck I come up here and say about Doechii.
Yeah, to me that's different.
What's the difference?
The difference is if your son.
What is the difference?
I'm gonna tell you. If your son came up here and spit a freestyle, I don't think it's crazy for them to then judge the freestyle because he's putting himself on the platform to be analyzed. Bronny James is playing in the NBA, so I think he's putting himself in a position to be analyzed. Now, I don't think he should get treated worse or better than other people, but the NBA is always about narratives. We talk about LeBron in the summertime when he's not doing shit. We talk about like NBA.
The Cowboys, the Lakers, the Cowboys are the pencil movers.
But you say we, and that's not we. That's them that do that. Off season for LeBron is an off season for me for talking about LeBron.
That's you, not the sports journalist.
But he said we. I wanted to just make it known.
You're right. That's fair. That's fair.
When the Lakers, the Cowboys, the people you're talking about, that's not.
Now, even though I thought Joe was completely incorrect for attempting to imply that Doechii was an industry plant, I have to agree with him on this one. We need to set some ground rules if you want me to constantly argue with you all over material. You can discuss my career as a rapper. You can discuss accounting with Maul and Rory. You could even speak with Melissa Ford about anything you've observed me doing incorrectly in the past. Just be sure to keep my wife and child out of it. At that point, the tone of the conversation changes from one of contentment to one of someone taking it personally. Now, if Joe hasn't interviewed with Punch TDE by the end of this year for some strange reason, that would very much indicate that something is happening between Joe and TDE. Interviews are now being conducted by both parties in this fourth quarter. Punch really just addressed everyone's allegations regarding Doechii's ascent to prominence in an interview with Elsie.
Do you see Doechii's trajectory being the way that it did? Because for a lot of people that weren't really tapped in, it feels like this huge overnight like rocket. And there's of course like, oh my God, where do you come from? Industry plant, you know, but how do you see that pan out? Because she won a Grammy and it's best rap album. A woman hasn't won that since like, so.
I think they got that one correct. I think that was the best
I agree.
rap album at that time.
I agree.
For sure.
But it was also called a mixtape, so I feel like there was a lot of people just being like...
Yeah, I mean, however they do that, like, I don't get into that part of it.
Yeah.
It's a body of work for me, so it is what it is. But her trajectory is insane. Like, I think her strong point is the live performance.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she's so polished to be so early in her career. And that's something that stands out for sure.
For sure. But did you see it coming?
Yeah, you can tell. Absolutely.
To this level, though?
Yeah.
Because I feel like even as a fan, I didn't see it coming.
Really? Why?
I saw I loved the album, mixtape, when I first heard it. But it just felt like there's just a certain boom that just really felt like, wow.
You know what happens to me is it's certain, and this is the thing you can't predict in music, is timing. So I think at the time when her project dropped, people wanted something new and refreshing. And I think she provided that. Like, she was actually rapping. Her timing was crazy on her cadences, and it matched the performances, and it matched the visuals, and everything just clicked at that right time. And that's why it took off, because the actual music was good too. So that's the first point. That's the bottom line, is the music is good.
An extremely fascinating interview. Make sure you all go have a look. Elsie deserves special recognition for landing this interview. Please leave a remark below. How do you all feel about Joe's reaction when MWA butted up his son? Do you guys want to watch Joe and Punch TDE have a conversation similar to this video? Join my channel by subscribing. Man, I'll see y'all later.